I've always worked in Title I schools. I believe in that homeschool connection, living in the neighborhood where I teach. So when I moved up to Park Circle, I was looking at schools in this area. And I really need a strong administrator in place. So for me, it was more of shopping for someone that I knew was stable and invested in the school.
Awesome.
So when I came to that community, that's what I got. And then working with a team, a leadership team that really sees the potential in others, and that was really the selling point for me. I'm Ryan Stone, and this school year I'll be the lead teacher at North Charleston Elementary School. So yeah, before coming here I was at the College of Charleston, and I was in their Child Development Lab. And as such, I have at least 2 graduate assistants that work under me. And then at the time, I got the opportunity to teach a grad course in the evenings as well. So I taught a course on the homeschool connection.
Okay.
So again, I had a lot of the GAs that worked for my class were also in my grad class. And then I also have multiple teaching assistants, which are just undergraduate students that are usually in education. At the College of Charleston, when I worked as a graduate assistant at the Child Development Labs there, Mary White was the teacher that I worked with. And then of course, 12 years later, I get to work and co-teach with this woman. But she's always been an inspiration for me, someone that really understands children and looks at the research and listens to kids and acknowledges their voice and who they are and that whole process. So it was an honor that, again, I got to work with her last 5 years before she retired. But she's always been that inspiration. Well, I like to create. And the way I do that usually is through editing. I lived in Japan almost 20 years ago now, and ever since then I never had a TV. So it's not like I go home and sit and watch. I have my computer, and usually I want to create something. So I go home, I make these videos, even just simple things like going on a hike with my wife, vacation, I'll put something together. So that's kind of the fun thing for me. I really enjoy that. The Ron Clark experience really let me capitalize on just that creative aspect of everything that I do. And when I first started at the College of Charleston years ago, the classroom that I ended up working in was Reggio Emilia inspired. So I always had kind of that background of the earth tones in the classroom, like transforming the classroom so it's very simplistic and home-like. And several of the schools where I taught, if it was an older school building and the administration let me, I would paint my entire classroom. That was just what I would do in my classroom. I'd set that environment. So coming here, and of course after Ron Clark, it's like, oh,
yes,
I know how to do this. I want to do this.
Yes,
I have the permission to do so. So I'm just going to start painting walls and transforming the school. And it really, that's the fun part for me.